Good day, everybody. Reed here, back at Orchestra Farm. Here early today because I'm gonna load a ewe up to get butchered. A ewe is a sheep, for those who aren't familiar with sheep terms. And it's gotta happen early in the day. Anyway, it's also the day my family returns from their trip to Toronto. So it'd be nice to have everybody back. And with that, I spent the evening cleaning up my house a good bit. Not that I'm particularly messy, but I'd rather spend my time doing things I like than cleaning a whole bunch. And so that was pretty reasonable. And then a friend of mine came and dropped in and distracted me for a bit, so I didn't quite get as thorough as I wanted to with all that. But that's life sometimes. And some of my thoughts today are along the lines of some of the differences I noticed between having my family around compared to not. Cleaning just being one aspect of that. Another was, I've got a reasonably sized house, and noticing that the setup of it is for the family, whereas if I were to set up a place of a similar size, I would actually do it a lot differently. That being a lot more space for all my different artistic activities. Some things are a little hard to reach or get to, and other things are easy to get to that I don't personally use as much. And with that, as I prepare I'm calling them canvases, but they're, just things to paint on, that are larger, I'm just noticing I don't actually have the space to properly do this. And that'll offer a unique challenge for myself as I progress forward with those pieces and find ways of making it work anyway. And I think that's a beautiful challenge in life, is just finding ways to make it work. Like, there's those things that you want to do, and regardless of your constraints, to just figure out ways of making it work. I was chatting with one of my brothers yesterday for a moment, and there was this notion of how are you doing these different things? And I laid out my plan of action, particularly related to music and finding my audience, and this notion of I'm just going to promote myself. It's not the piece that I'm super excited about, but no one's going to find you if you don't. Look at that. You see the tree right there? That's a pecan. It's grown so much this year. It's probably put on 3 feet. Look at that. And, there's almost always going to be some part of our life that's uncomfortable. Like the growth edge, or what you might call it, or just the admin side of life. I don't know too many people who actually like that part of the deal. But more promotion or bookkeeping. Some people maybe don't like the creative side of things. That's possible too. I know that when I have to go and write articles to get into different local publications and things like that, that's not my favorite style of writing. And maybe there's tools out there that can help you do all these things, whether they're accounting software, whether it's ChatGPT to help you write some stuff. And sometimes it's about hiring somebody else. Lots of different artists have managers, or I don't remember all the names of the different things, but lots of people to do the parts that you don't like. I think that's part of finding success, is knowing when to take a leap to upgrade those systems in your life so that you can do the parts that you're the best designed for. But I see it being important to not halt my progress just because I find something uncomfortable. And I think that our society here in the North American world, at least, has become so comfortable and convenience based that there's a lot of forgetting what it is to do hard things, or things that we don't like, or things that don't come easy. And you know, that's just not the path to success. And so I'm going to continue forward. I hope you'll go check out my Bandcamp page at bendingreeds.bandcamp.com to see my new single. I'll be releasing another one probably in a couple weeks for Recollection Serves. Another one in October before the full-length album comes out in November. Pretty excited about all this. I would love it if you would go and check that out. I'll do my best to get the show notes for this episode with links to all that. And thanks for watching these videos. Thanks for sharing and subscribing to the channel here. I hope you all, whether it's the struggle, the challenge, or the grace and ease, are having too much fun.